Brooklyn and Jordan, along with their immediate family, would like to welcome everyone on this beautiful day. Your journey began way before you sent out the invitations, chose this beautiful venue, or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. Your journey began the moment you first met. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Brooklyn and Jordan over the years. And when you meet people, there's always specific memories that stand out that when you think of them for the first time, that's what jumps in your head. The first time I was ever introduced to Brooklyn was seeing my wife look at a video on her cell phone. And what it looked like was a very pretty girl that was gyrating, possibly seizuring. And I asked my wife what that was, and she informed me that was twerking. And that was indeed Brooklyn Cookston. And now Jordan, on the other hand, some of the times I've been able to interact with him have been at the gym. He's very scary when it's around the weight room. So needless to say, there's a lot of personality and a lot of passion between these two individuals. Another thing I wanted to bring up and be able to talk about as well that I think Brooklyn will find unique is my wife actually found a letter that was written to my wife while Brooklyn was still in Hawaii, and the date was on February 2nd, 2014. And other than just seeing how my wife was doing, she also made some very big points that I think are important to bring up today. Things like, he's everything I never knew I needed. For the first time, I can say that I'm being honest with myself too, and I've never felt so free. He's my own saving grace. We even read the Bible together at night and share our favorite verses. And my favorite, Pimp Master B doesn't want to be a pimp anymore. Before having the honor of marrying them today, I wanted to dig a bit deeper into the relationship to find a common thread or theme. The most impressive thing that I learned was that they made the conscious decision to build their marriage on a godly foundation. Jordan stated that marriage to him means being selfless and putting someone's needs above your own, serving that person as long as you shall live. Brooklyn said that she knew she wanted to marry Jordan when he remained present for her at a time of grieving, giving her grace, forgiveness, love, and prayer without asking for anything in return. Is this a coincidence that these two answers go hand in hand? I don't think so. Themes like compassion, faithfulness, resiliency, passion, and hard work were found throughout the answers they gave to my questions. All very important attributes to a healthy marriage.
Brooklyn, I don't know where to begin. It's here. It's finally happening. I can hardly believe that I get to marry you. It's been a long journey, but a journey well worth the wait. We have seen and been through so much together, the ups and the downs, the tears and the laughter. But the best part of it all is after today, I get the privilege to call you my wife. I love you, and I know I don't tell you that enough. But after this day, I promise to love you and serve you with everything that I have. Even when times get tough, like when you can't decide what to eat, or when you leave clean clothes on the floor for a week until I have to fold them. You have been the best mother to our son that any man could ask for, and you have always went out of your way to be a helping hand to anyone that is in need. You are selfless and have a giving heart, and someone like that is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. I knew that day when I picked you up from the airport that I was in love with you. From our first date at IHOP to now standing in the chapel, getting ready to marry you. I have enjoyed every moment I've had with you. I'm beyond grateful to have you in my life. God knows what He is doing, and Him giving me you is what I needed. I am so ready to share the rest of my life with you. Let's do this, baby.
Jordan, who knew when I decided to slide in your Twitter DMs that we would end up here? You came into my life at exactly the right time, when I felt I wasn't ready, yet when I needed your love the most. Over the past 6 years, we've experienced great joy through the birth of our son, as well as deep trials and grief. But through every hill and every valley, your love has remained constant. You have loved me in times I couldn't even love myself. You have prayed for me in our relationship when it felt like our backs were against the wall. and that there was nothing left to give. You never gave up on me. It is because of your prayers and God's grace that we're here today. So thank you. Thank you for fighting for our family and for allowing God to work through you to save our relationship. Thank you for believing in us when no one else did. And to your mom, and Brent, and Granny and Grandpa, thank you for raising a man that is passionate, kind-hearted, and loving. He is everything I could have ever prayed for. Sorry, this is a book. But here are my vows to you. I vow to love you as you love me through all the hardships, darkness, and pain. I promise to be faithful and supportive and to always make our family's love and happiness my priority. I promise to always encourage you to go one more and to push you to accomplish every goal. I promise to be patient with you. Notice I said try, because I'm still not above leaving you behind when you take too long to get ready. I vow to be giving and forgiving. I promise to pray for you and to choose you every day. I vow to protect you from all the spiders as long as we both shall live. I promise to always say yes to new adventures and to traveling. And I promise to be the boomer to your sooner from this day forward. I love you always.
Brooklyn and Jordan, it is with such joy that I now send you out in the world to spread the beautiful light that you share with those around you. By the power vested in me, I now, for the first time, pronounce you married. You may now kiss the bride. It is now with great honor that I now present you Mr. and Mrs. Colburn. Now let's go celebrate.